to Wheel Thing TV. I'm Dave Canole. In this week's episode, we're looking at the 2016 Jaguar F-Type S 3-litre V6 and a 6-speed manual. Jaguar's cabin, well, yes, it is a little bit tight to say the least. It is only a 2-seater. You get no room whatsoever in the back, and if you want to adjust things, it's all done on the door because there's no room on the side of the seat. As you can see, we have a 3 memory position seating, electric seating of course, but this one is a little bit unusual. It's air powered bolsters for the driver and for the passenger seat. So if you're a person that likes a little bit of snugness and support, all you need to do is just rotate that dial around, the bolsters will close in and give you that lateral support. On a tight and twisty piece of road, you can feel that the F-Type just hunkers down with that massive rear track that it has. It's fat, it's wide at the haunches, it looks evil from a rear quarter panel perspective, and a very wide track at the front. So there's a lot of grip, a lot of acreage that the car has down on the road, and of course with the big tyres that it's got, you never feel as if you're going to run out of grip. You never feel that you can go into a turn maybe a little bit overcooked and not have any confidence in what the car can do. In this case, as you can see, it's a 6-speed manual. So we have a start-stop button where the foot is on the clutch and the brake. And the car comes alive. Brings up the display dials, and rising monolithically out of the dash, we have our centre air vents. Centre console is a little bit bland. Oddly placed for this particular button for the air conditioning. You'd think it would be down here somewhere with the other controls, but the rest of it's quite cleanly laid out. We have our rear spoiler button, auto stop start, exhaust which opens up some valves to give it some extra throaty noise, dynamic mode, and of course winter mode. If we hit dynamic mode, it goes to our nice angry red on the dash, and it does a little bit of changing to the engine mapping as well. Yes, we do get a sunroof. This bit here, on a hot day, it gets hot. It transmits a lot of heat through to your fingers, and it's not exactly comfortable to hang on to in that environment. And it's not a tilt sunroof, it's simply just a glass one, nothing else. It's not a whole lot to be seen underneath this bonnet, I'm afraid. You've got a choice of either a 250 kilowatt, 450 Newton meter V6, or 280 kilowatts and 460 Newton meters. Price difference, over $5,000. I mentioned earlier about the rear spoiler button, but I also have to mention the rear vision isn't the best. At least the rear vision mirror is configured to suit how much you can see, but you might have just seen that come up in the background. Exhaust system open, it's got a real wrought, a real throaty, throbbing note to it as you come down this particular road. We're not hammering it too hard because it's a very popular road early in the morning. But it's a very twisty road, an ideal road to test out the handling characteristics of a Jaguar F-Type. And it sits hunkered down like an evil beast on the road, waiting to prowl and pounce upon a victim. The brakes, absolutely. Pulls it up nicely. Slick shifting 6-speed manual gearbox, a bit of overrun on the exhaust. Pound it out now. And our run is done. just over $168,500. It's a properly priced sports car, and a lot of people will query that price, but it's a Jaguar. It's an F-Type, the spiritual successor to the E-Type. It goes and it looks fantastic. And really, for that kind of money, that's what you're paying for. I'd buy it in a heartbeat. For World Thing TV, I'm Dave Canole.